Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Brother Devin, aka Tiger4161, aka Pajara, and the reason why I'm saying the name Pajara with such confidence now is because I have an I have an announcement to make. There has been a complete change. Now, I'm gonna be taking a break from YouTube. However, I have I have two more I have two more videos to upload. Um, and then I have one more. Um, and then I have one more. Excuse me. I have one more new video to upload, which is a gaming video, which probably won't be recorded and uploaded until tomorrow, because it's Thursday right now. So I want to tell you the complete turnaround. Um, the the transition is I am going to be doing a lot more positive lectures. Um, and let me tell you something. I want to say that I'm comfortable with what's happening with me right now because I um I I made a video um about um familiar bondage and foreign freedom, which I may have to do over because I explained familiar bondage, but I don't think I clarified foreign freedom. So I wanna say that things are changing for me spiritually, like literally. They're they're changing for me inwardly as well as um cyber 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 space computerly, however you say it. Um, so here's the thing, right? I am going to be I'm going to be doing um more celestial philosophical videos. Um, and here's the other thing I want to mention is that I no longer believe in the reality of hell. Okay, and the reason why I say that is because um, I want to give a I feel like crying. I I want to cry, and then my gut is like laughing about this whole thing because I don't want to make it seem like it's such a big deal, but it is. Because I'm gonna tell you a little something about me. Um, I went to I went to a I went to a three in one school where there was preschool, kindergarten, middle school, and high. Right? I I never now I never went to this school's preschool. I was at another preschool, and when I went to kindergarten back in 1995 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where I was born and raised. Um, I was just so used to I was so used to people teaching. I was so used to people teaching me things outside of myself, and I don't have a problem with it. But I just got finished watching. Um, excuse me. Excuse me. I apologize. Um, I just got finished watching Arcturus Ra's lecture, Galactic Legacy, and you know he was saying some things that made me feel good, and um said some things that made me uncomfortable in that lecture, but it was a it was a it was a positive un, uncomfortable uncomfort, because it was something that it was something that I needed to learn. And I'm gonna be honest with you. For the past 6 years that I've been a Syrian, a Syrian star seed, um, it's been very hard. Excuse me if I start crying. Um, it's been very hard. I want to cry, but the tears won't come out. I don't know why. Um, it's been very hard for me to find. It's been very hard for me to find people who are of the serious starseed nature, to teach me more about Sirius. So it's like if I tell people about the Syrians, then I'm then I would be taking information from other people and not from my own source. That's because I was so used to learning outside of myself, and um, that is very hard. That guys, that is extremely hard to, like, stay in meditation and study, like, your past life as a Syrian. I do remember my past lives as a Syrian, but I think the thing that I forgot is my philosophy as a Syrian, and the things that I believed. So sorry, I'm feeling I'm feeling emotional right now, and it's affecting me. Excuse me. I forgot. I forgot my philosophy as a Syrian. I forgot my philosophy as a Syrian. So I I gravitate to other people's their thought forms. So I'm like, okay, this is what this is how Syrians think and perceive things. This is what they believe. Not realizing that I had my my own consciousness. But even that is hard for me to talk about because I'm so used to. I'm not denying the intangible, but I'm so used to having something tangible to say, okay, this is what it is. Um and right now I was just in my living room. Um I was just in my living room watching Arcturus Ross. No more BS, no more bullshit. And he and like I can I want to think that the Trappist 1 star seeds. I I want to congratulate them. The Trappist 1 star seeds. I don't know any on Earth, but I'm talking about those that are actually on that planet. I want to thank them so much because my my journey as a starseed has been super hard, and like I said in my previous new video, I had very little help, so I had very little help on my journey. And they knew the Trappist 1 star seeds, which I did a video on. You could go watch it. The Trappist 1 star seeds, they were so infinite towards me. Because when 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 I was struggling to to be a full-fledged starseed, and I think it happened. It happened after I made that agreement to produce music for them, but that had even changed, and they understood that, they accepted that, they respected it, but they're still helping me. They're still helping me. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you about my recent health issue, which is now taken care of. This is very common in this is very common in 20% of African Americans. A lot of us have low blood cells, okay, and it's not it's not a birth defect. Hold on, let me sit up. It's not a birth defect, but this right here is something genetic. Okay, now here's what I was able to do. I was able to shut my brain off and find out the actual problem as to why my white blood cells were low. Okay? Um Excuse me. Hold on. Oh my god. Excuse me. I need to let that out. Alright. So um oh, I felt that in my soul, like my kundalini just rose from my stomach and then it went back down. When I was crying. Um, I can't talk right now. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. Can't talk now. Video. I'm going to log. I'm going to go offline on Skype and finish what I was saying. Okay, so this is mainly common in, excuse me, excuse me. This is mainly common in 20% of African Americans. Okay, so-called blacks, Negroes. Okay. um, um, this is more of a genetic thing. The less meat that we eat, and we oh the depending on the way your body is structured, because my upper body has more weight and mass than my lower body does. And so I found out I went from within, because like I said, I shut my brain off, and I was able to find out, I guess scientifically, I should say, I was able to find out what was the reason for my white blood cells being low. And yeah, so I went from within, and I saw that my white blood cells were like almost dying, right? Cause I do remember saying that in previous videos. I'm also half reptilian. So and you know, most of them, they they cannot handle vegetation. I can, but I would need things like, you know, mushrooms. I can't really do that at the moment. I mean, I can eat some mushrooms, but I can't like uh continuously eat mushrooms, simply because, you know, I'm living in a household that is separate from what what I am aware of spiritually, and that uh, benefits what I need. Excuse me, benefits what I need as a star adult, and you know, so I'm gonna tell you why I cried twice. These TRAPPIST one star seeds. I mean, these TRAPPIST one extraterrestrial beings. They were so overstanding and loving towards me, and I even, and check this out, right? I even have a soulmate that is from TRAPPIST one, and she's a humanoid. She comes down and kisses me on the cheek or lips, and she's very beautiful. Um, but she also has a profession as a doctor and a surgeon, as well as a scientist. Wow. I just got that from within when I looked through my third eye. That's dope. But anyway, um sh- um she um she said that she was explaining to me my history, my medical history, and then after that, um for those of us in the for those of us who are involved in the Pan African um community, Doctor, um I'm a channeler, and you know, I'm a channeler via spirit communicator. Dr. Sabi came to me, and he was basically the one that explained to me. He said the reason why your white blood cells were low was because you you eliminated meat from your diet, and and not that that's a bad thing. Um, but he like kept it real with me. In the spirit world, he was like, you are not in a position to fully purchase mushrooms and intake them on a daily basis. So you have to eat things like chicken, turkey, fish, beef. Beef. I stay away from. I I I really I really try to stay away from, and then when and then when I do eat it, I'm aware that my spiritual mind and body is shut off, and it's put to sleep. This is why in the book of Enoch, shout out to Arcturus Ra. This is why in the book of Enoch, Enoch told his sons, do not eat beef, because beef is a low vibrational meat. Okay, and you know, there's this thing that they have that's called mad cow disease or something like that. Yeah, he was like, you know, if you're not in a position to go fully vegan, he was like, just eat the meat, just eat the meat. And I really don't, and I really don't like eating meat like I used to, because the more meat that I eat, the more my stomach feels queasy. It's almost like it's making me sick, and I have the, because not only do I have the genetics of a reptilian, I have the full genetics of a dolphin. Okay, and you know, dolphins, they don't eat meat. I mean, some of them eat fish, that which I'm aware of, but the majority of them they're herbivores. Okay, they eat plants, and you know, that's when I'm still desiring to go into, but he said, but Dr. Sabi told me, don't fret, because there's gonna come a time in the near future for me where I will go from eliminating meat to having nuts, seeds, oh my gosh, yeah, nuts, seeds, black beans, you know, because I am a carbon type of being, an entity. Little joke. Yeah, so he was like, there is gonna come a time where I'm gonna be able to eat things such as mushrooms, black beans, and I'm already eating mushrooms and black beans and stuff, but there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna eat it more often. So I won't. There's gonna come a time where I won't eat meat at all. But here's the part that made me cry happily. my Trappist one extraterrestrial humanoid soulmate. I was asking her for her name. I'm having trouble with that. When I find her name, I'll tell you it. When next time we communicate, she what her and her friends, who were also humanoids and had knowledge of, you know, science and the human body, what they did was they transmitted this kind of energy, and they sealed it. They sealed it all over my. They sealed it all over my body, to where I can still have my higher conscious. Oh my God, I'm going to cry again. I just know it. They sealed it to where. Hold on, let me sit up, you guys. I don't mean to make such long videos, but there's times when I make my videos and I be slouching down in my new wheelchair, and I forget to sit up. So give me a minute, please. I'm unable to pause the video because if I pause it, I'm going to stop it. All right, and I don't want to do that. So Galactic family, bear with me. Galactic and Pan African family, bear with me. Okay, be patient with your brother. I I'm gonna continue talking, but I really want to sit up and position myself. I hope. Hold on. Excuse me. Excuse me again. um. All right. So let me fix myself, and then I'll go ahead and finish what I was saying. Okay, I'm back up again. uh, excuse me. A lot of acid. It's irritating. I've been trying to release it and it won't come out. Excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. Um, so this is the part where this is the part of the reason why I tell you guys I was crying, because what what they did was I felt this stream of cosmic energy. It was like it's like an energetic suit to where I can still be I can still be conscious, and I can still be subconscious and still eat low I low frequency meats, chicken, fish, turkey, what I'm saying, and and when I started to eat meat again, I went to the hematologist, and my 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 blood went from a very low number, which I have no information on what that was, to a very high number, which is good. My blood count number is 4.2, and I got the paper to prove that. So I I'm eating meat again. I'm just gonna wait to do the whole vegetarian vegan thing. And the types of mushrooms that I am staying away from is portobello, portobello, shiitake, and there's another mushroom that I'm staying away from. I ca- I can't remember it because it's three of them that you won't be able to eat. And I think one time I ate a I think it was a shiitake mushroom, and my penis shrank. Okay, and that was not good at all. So so for the most part, I'm good on that. I also said that I do not believe in the ideology of hell anymore, even though the the ideology of hell that I had in my head was it made me feel good, but it wasn't it because the philosophy of it, Emanuel Swedenborg's book, Heaven and Hell. Um, he saw hell as a Emanuel Swedenborg saw hell as a interdimensional lower city. If you ever see that movie Little Nicky, which is a comedy, by the way, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay. Um. So. I'm guilty. I've been reading Christian mystic books, and another thing is that I got convinced that hell was real while I was being a starseed from a starseed that I was actually dating, and she was going around telling other starseeds that hell existed, and she told me about the four realms of hell and stuff, and I really believed it only because I didn't know about the other few realms of hell that exist that I knew from her that existed. So, Arcturus Ra, he let me know that if you're gonna be a star seed, be a star seed, like, all the way. Don't excuse my language, but don't half-ass it. You know what I mean? And that's not good, because I want people. I want people to see. I want people to, have more good results about me, and like I'm doing good as far as like, new subscribers. I'm going to acknowledge it, even though in my mind I really don't care. I'm going to acknowledge it empathically. Anyway, I now have over 142 subscribers. And again, I want to thank you very much for, um, taking the time out to listen to what I have to say, regardless of my stuttering and you know, my 1 hour to 2 hour lectures, sometimes three, and if I'm still at that high vibration, I'll even go longer, because that's how we metaphysical and galactic people are, as well as occult. I'm still into the occult. I still recognize what you humans would call what you humans perceive to be good and evil, while us star seeds, we say positive and negative. Okay, there is no such thing as good and evil. Um, when it comes down to me, you have to think college and elite minded. Okay, so even though I gotta break stuff down simple and plain, I also have to take you into the college and the electoral stages of enlightenment and consciousness. All right, so get used to that. um, so again, not only do I want to shout out my Arcturian starseed, because I'm a Syrian Arcturian, but I feel more Syrian than I do Arcturian. But I mean, I am a mental person, but I'm also empathic. Um, I not only do I want to thank Arcturus Ra, I also want to thank Curtis Childs of Off the Left Eye, in partner, accompanied by the Swedenborg Foundation. So I want to thank him, Arcturus Ra, and Curtis Childs, and everybody that's new age Christians. However, I don't. I'm not going to subscribe to the new age ideology of hell anymore, because I realized in my heart that when I do that, I'm separating myself from who I'm truly supposed to be. Not just androgynous, but also a starseed. Okay, I have to go back to that, and it's like the only galactic information that I do not have is my philosophy as a Syrian. I can't. Well, I found one person on YouTube that I could learn, Syrian starseed knowledge from, but I forgot her name. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, I forgot her name on YouTube. And then there was another one who did Starseed videos, but um, she didn't want people to think she didn't want people to think she was crazy. So now she's doing tarot card readings, and that's perfectly fine. We all have free will. So Curtis Childs, this message is for you. I I love you, brother. And I want to thank you for that book you gave me, because the book he gave me, which was also written by Emanuel Swedenborg, is called it's called Earths with the S, Earths and the Universe, right? He gave me that book, and he was basically telling me that he was basically telling me that theologian, philosopher, musician, and scientist Emanuel Swedenborg, he actually had he actually had OBEs, to where he was able to go to different planets and see people there. You know what I mean? The only thing that upset me about the book was that there was no information about Sirius at all. Sirius B people up there, which I would have loved, because I was thinking to myself, you know, if it's in that book, I can get some information on it, but nah. It only talks about Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and actual beings living on the moon. Okay, so I'm gonna read that, and if my Syrian family says it's okay for me to share that information, I will. And I'm even going to touch on some of the books that I downloaded from the Swedenborg Foundation, which is a book called Life and Faith, and I like their. I can't say I read their books yet because I haven't, but I like their ideology of faith, because what they perceive to be faith is knowing, okay, and what the Swedenborg Foundation and Emanuel Swedenborg, happy ascension to him. And yes, he's white. So what? Okay. So what they believe to see as faith, we star seeds, light workers, light warriors, that's what we consider to be knowing, okay? And Emanuel Swedenborg, you know, sees that as the same thing, and he says that if you believe in God, Jesus, etc., and you can even be another religion, okay, and we can be in alignment with the positive Christians, because you know I'm an extraterrestrial. I'm an alien, and you know if I were to die, I would love to, you know, enjoy the higher heavenly realms with other people who are different faiths, who do have a different knowing than I do, like, you know, the Hindus, the Muslims, the Wiccans, the Wiccas, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, it's so many religions, but you know, I would love to see not just star seeds, but people that don't have that knowledge, and to the Christian mystics that do not have that knowledge, if you want to come to my channel for more galactic knowledge, because I don't want to just touch on philosophy from Sirius. I want to share philosophy from other planets that I'm connected to as well, and I'm even gonna, you know, discuss that with our mother and father creator, as well as our African ancestors, because I'm sure they have information on planets as well. And I'm getting a download. They said we do. They do. Okay. Okay, cool. So okay, here's the bad news and here's the good news. The bad news is I will coming October, I will no longer be doing the lecture called the nine dimensions of hell. Okay, because I can't subscribe to it because I'm a starseed. You know, I have to give you guys higher knowledge. Okay, not just mundane third dimensional philosophy and occult knowledge, but I have to give you the galactic consciousness as well, because that's the highest form of awareness, of consciousness. Okay, I have to give you that. All right, and I'm already learning from one of my teachers that was sent here to teach me, and that is Arcturus Ra. So again, as I close out this video, I want to thank Curtis Childs, everybody of the Swedenborg Foundation. Shout out to all the Christian mystics. I give you nothing but infinite love and light. And again, shout out to Arcturus Ra. Thank you for coming to me and telling me, like, dude, you are a Syrian. Bring yourself back up. Come back home. Come back home. Return back home. So and another thing too is the thing that I'm also loving about Arcturus Ra is that the thing that I'm also starting to love about Arcturus Ra is that he's starting to use religious references to, you know, increase other starseed spirituality, because that's the thing I forgot to mention in taking the starseeds to the streets part 1, is that, you know, as a starseed, faith is important. Okay, faith is very important. It's just like I got crystals, and I use rocks as a substitute for stones. I'm gonna have some soon. Shout out to my Syrian starseed friend Sarah. Love you, girl. I'm using rocks as a substitute for stones since I don't have any. Um. Uh. What was I gonna say? Oh yes. Um. You know, if you have crystals, rocks, stones, um. Oh, and pyramids too. If faith is very important. Even when you're dabbing into occultism and science, in order for you to manifest things with your mind, you have to you have to have faith. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to go into deep trance meditation, you have to have faith. You have to, because it's not just knowing that's important. It's also believing. Because in order for somebody to, okay, let me put it like this. In order for an exoteric and an esoteric Christian, the New Age Christian, in order for them to believe in Jesus, they first have to know, because when they know when they know that information, they're processing that information into their psyche, so that they're able to believe, and once they believe what they have been taught, they're able to advance. But again, I digress, because that's only if they choose to. I can see Arcturus Ra, and he's hearing he's hearing he just heard what I said, and he's laughing because he knows what I'm saying is true. So it's like, yeah, it's okay. And I will say this, even though I'm not really into the whole Christian mysticism thing, I do like, I do agree with some of Emanuel Swedenborg's philosophy. My favorite philosophical quote from him, I have two of them. One is in page I think 52 of his book entitled New Jerusalem. You can get it on PDF file if you're interested. I'm not going to suggest that to everyone, because I'm not trying to turn people into New Age Christians. That's not the whole purpose of this channel. But in his book, in his book, New Jerusalem, he basically says, in his book New Jerusalem, page 52, he says, whatever you put your faith in, whether it's Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Catholic, Yoruba religion, because he said in his book, he said most of these religions come out of Africa. So this is a white guy I'm talking about here, and he knew that. Okay, so he said whatever you believe in, it's beneficial. It's okay. Whatever religious tradition you follow, whether it's exoteric Christianity, esoteric Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hindu, Buddhist, Kemetic, Yoruba, Starseed, even if you will, it's okay. It's absolutely fine. That's what I love about Swedenborg, because he wasn't just your average philosopher. He was the type of philosopher that, opened up to his horizons. So I'm gonna end the video. All right. Put. Thank you, guys. Put 3 stars in your heart, which is love, knowledge, and wisdom. And remember to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, then how in the world is anybody supposed to love you? Until next time, family. Peace. Peace. Love. Light. And black and galactic power.